Good evening, and this is video number 2 for myself for documenting my doctoral journey. So I said originally I wasn't going to do another one at the end of summer because I said I was starting the 5 classes. But I decided to do this one because I finished the class. It was theories of historical and social foundations of education, which was a great class. Did a lot of the history, did a lot of research of the history of education and special education too. A lot of that stuff was there, so it was a very insightful program. But past that program, I got an A+ in there. So I'm excited about that. I actually got a 97%. So very excited about that. Now I'm on to my summer schedule. So I have 2 classes that I'm currently taking now. It is EDSP 723 on administration and supervision of special education, and EDUC 746 on conflict resolution. I really like the conflict resolution class. Just started it on Monday. And just to give y'all this information, today is May 16th. So I started that on Monday. So that'd have been, what was the date on Monday? May 16th is right here. So Monday was the 12th. So class started on the 12th. And I'm doing this video to let anybody who's considering this know how the classes actually work. So I have the opportunity where I can take some time throughout the day, especially when I get off of work. I have a lot of time that I can get work done and invest that time into actually finish my homework for my classes. So just to give somebody just a example of how the program is working. I started on the 12th. Today is now the 16th. I'm one of those people that I believe in doing work every day. I don't do it. I probably don't spend no more than 3 hours a day, but I take 3 hours every day and I just do work, for all my classes. So I do that 3 hours a day, and it is now the 16th. So we're pretty much about 5 days into the class, and I have been able to complete about 2.5 weeks worth of work, close to 3 in both of the classes. Like I was saying before, everything is very clear cut, what you need to do. There's also examples of a lot of things that you have to do in some of the classes. So, like for instance, you may have a paper to write, and you may not know where to start. That's one of my biggest challenges. It's not necessarily writing the paper or things like that, is knowing where to start or getting started. So the way that Liberty does it is a lot of professors will show you an example paper of what it should look like, and you can start from there. Or if you have, you already have an idea how to do it, but that really helps me. So I can look at the instructions, what needs to be done, then it gives me opportunity to look at an actual document. Now, some of the documents may have like the title page, you're using APA 7 format for your citations, but it will show you the title page, how the title page is supposed to look. It will show you the second page, third page, reference page. So it's showing you how everything's supposed to look, and it also tells you how long like your abstract would need to be, how long your introduction need to be, how long would your body of your actual assignment, your writing would need to be. Because you may have an assignment that would need to be 1,500 words, but they may recommend that 400 words of that 1,500 needs to be in your body, and 200 needs to be in your introduction or abstract, or in the abstract. So that's the part that really helps with that. So it makes you pretty much stay on pace and not have a big, huge paper with all this information and things like that. So, and I also found in one of my class, the historical class, that they wanted me to pull a paper that I recently did and do a video on it, kind of like what I'm doing now, and had to do that. And that's where I say it's very important that you keep all of your work. Everything you do in reference to paper, like writings and things of that nature, keep that stuff. Even your discussions, some of the discussions that you can you submit over, I recommend putting those in a Word doc and just putting that with the class. You know, this is one of my discussions. And the reason why I say that is because the class, you can go back to your own writings and pull stuff from there and put it into a document because you already did it. Then that's your work. So, you know, it's one of those things that saves you time, you know, work smarter, not harder. So that's really a plus with that. These classes that I have now, the 2 classes I'm taking, I probably will be done with them by the end of this month. I should be done with both of these classes by the end of this month. So we get out of school next week, and then I have, you know, I'm in summer mode, so I got plenty of time to really work on these papers. So this is just an extra video I wanted to do because, you know, I started to get people reaching out to me that's considering going to this program. Some people have been probably like myself, talked myself out of getting in this program for years and was accepted. I was accepted in this program like 3 years ago. It never started. So it was a mental thing. So I encourage anybody, just do it. Just go and do it. You know, if you just take one class at a time, if you have time where you can take more classes, I would say go for it. But if you're considering doing it, do it. I don't know if you want to do the EDD or the PhD or whatever way you want to go. I'll say go for it and do it. It's going to be well worth it. And it's work, but it's not as hard as what I thought it was going to be. I really psyched myself out. When I really dug in and started doing the work, I'm like, man, it's not this difficult. But I will tell you, it is very, very, very much time consuming. It takes a lot of time. With a doctorate degree, you're doing a lot of research, a lot of books you're reading through and skimming through, trying to find information. Also, I recommend this, get ebooks. I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you're working on some of the assignments, especially some of the quizzes, because the quizzes, all the quizzes I had so far are all open book. So with the quizzes, you can take parts of the question, and then you use an ebook, you can say, find this, like find this word. And it'll show you where it's at, and it makes it easier for you to read through the stuff and do that. You know, I also recommend reading the books. You need to read because there's gonna be information in there that you're gonna need, especially when you're writing the papers. But in reference to when you're taking the test, things like that, they are open book. The quizzes are open book. So you can use the book to actually complete it. Some of them give you multiple chances, and some is this one time, and that's it. So that's it for now. I went over my time a little bit, but I cannot say I'm not gonna do another video until the end of the summer. I know originally I said I'm gonna wait till the end of the summer, but I decided to do this one. So what I'll do is I will play it by ear, and if anything, for sure I'm gonna do one at the end of the semester, but at the end of the summer semester. But if something comes up, or if I notice something that I think will be helpful for somebody to hear or anything like that, I will be making another video. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I do get the messages that people send via YouTube or anything like that. So the comments are open and you can reach out to me if you have any questions. But other than that, I just want to wish you all a great Friday. For the educators, if you're still in school, we're almost done. If you're out of school, congratulations and enjoy your summer. Relax, recharge, and refresh. And we'll be back at it again come mid-August, end of August, beginning of September. So y'all be blessed. Y'all have a wonderful day. And thank you for taking the time to listen to me while I go through this doctoral journey at Liberty University. Much love. You have a great day.